I'm gonna hold it when I get back.
Okay.
I have it.
Be careful going on.
What are you looking for?
All right, we are officially live on YouTube on my channel. My brother and his company are just now headed out. So you guys are good. See you later. Love you, buddy. Merry Christmas to you.
All right, love you, brother.
Love you too, bro. Merry Christmas. 1 second there, folks. Bye, girly girl. What is your name again? Christina. How did I forget? How did I forget? I'm such a yeah. It was at Thanksgiving. I picked on her the whole time at Thanksgiving. Anyway, we are live on YouTube, and I thank you all for stopping in on this final Sunday video update of the year 2022. My name is Jared Fuller, aka the Jer Bear. Dad just stepped outside with my brother and his company. Oh, that might be him. Well, it is him coming back in. How wonderful. And my brother decided to come back in for one last time. That's Dad. That's my brother Jay. Amy's on the couch off camera.
Is out of here.
And he says, this hillbilly is out of here.
I love you guys.
Love you too, bro. We'll see you. But we are live on YouTube. My name is Jared Fuller. Today's date is Sunday, December 18th, 2022. It is the final Sunday video update of the year. Joining me off camera, of course, you saw Dad once again, and Amy is over on this couch off camera over here.
Hey, Bill.
And we are, as of today, we are officially 1 week out from Christmas, and so much to get to. How was your week? It was interesting.
Still waiting for my truck.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Dad's truck to get fixed. Amy, how about you?
All right. Friday was
And that's actually what I was going to talk about. Amy had surgery on her elbow this past Friday at Memorial Healthcare in Owasso, and we were up early in the morning. We had to be there, what, 8:15 or something like that. And it's too early for us to be going to the hospital, but it all worked out well. We were in Owasso for majority of the day, and but she came home with a like a sling on her arm, or a brace, and her arm has to stay straight. Well, is it the left arm?
Yeah.
It is the left arm. So her arm has to stay straight all the time. She cannot bend.
and it's healing. I can
And-
feel it itching.
It wasn't her elbow, it was her elbow, because that's all she does about it now.
Oh, it's her yelbow. It's her yelbow, because all she does is yell.
Okay, Jay already started in on me. He
But-
had a cup of had a coffee, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I that cup of coffee went fast. But yeah, so there's a lot to talk about. This past week for me was pretty good. I gifted some friends with some Christmas ornaments, which I thought was fantastic that they received the ornaments just before Christmas, and that was the plan. That was my hopes, that they would get it before Christmas. And of course, I'm wearing my St. Nicholas hat here.
Now you just need the red nose and a puffy cheek.
Yeah, I gotta have the fat cheeks. That would be my Uncle Danny plays a good Santa Claus. Not saying that he's, not making any remarks about weight or anything, but my Uncle Danny, he makes a perfect Santa Claus, and of course his grandchildren, and he would play Santa Claus for the grandkids. And of course they don't watch this, at least I don't think they do. If they do, I just fucking blew his cover. Sorry, Uncle Danny. No, I don't think they watch. But anyway,
They actually decorated the house. And everything.
oh, so they did decorate the house. I was wondering if they were going to do that. So I found out just moments ago, and I'm actually in a state of shock, that some good friends of mine, their father was found dead in his sleep yesterday, and I'm not going to say names because it's not important, but I feel really just shocked, because sadly, this person who passed away yesterday, we used to be friends. We were friends at one time, and then he and his wife ended up getting a divorce. I still talk to his now ex-wife, or now I guess it would be an ex-wife, because they weren't married at the time of his death, but they divorced, and then he was found dead in his sleep yesterday. We didn't, we were friends in the beginning, but then he said that he didn't want to hear from me anymore. So it's like, okay, whatever. But it's because I still talk with his ex-wife because we're still friends. We've been friends for a very long time, and they had some marital issues going on. But he passed away. He was found dead in his sleep yesterday, and my heart goes out to this family, and I cannot say names. I don't want to give any names or anything like that. I don't want to put anything out there, but they were very good friends of mine. They still are very good friends of mine. Their father had passed away, and of all times, a week before fucking Christmas, and then this happens, and so my love and my condolences go out to this family, and it's just really, really sad. I mean, he had to at least been 50, 51 years old, the person who passed away. But I feel really bad for the family because it was totally unexpected as far as I'm concerned. I don't think he had any ailing health issues. I don't think he was into anything, like drugs or anything. I have no idea. But he was found dead in his sleep yesterday, and my love and condolences go out to that family. Again, not giving names, it's irrelevant to that. But it's just of all times before Christmas that this would have to happen to this family and people I love and adore very much, and I cherish them with every fiber in my being. And now the kids are really going to have their first Christmas without their dad. And it's fucking terrible. It's horrible. And let's see, someone sure. Someone sent me a picture here on oh, cool. It's someone's birthday today. I'm not going to say who, but I sent a video to him in Messenger, told him happy birthday and all that. But yeah, there's no more Pepsi. Pepsi is gone. Okay, okay, so I'll have to shop for some more pop. But my family goes out to your family, to the people whose father had passed away. Just 1 second, guys. Let me reply to this. Dad, keep him busy for a minute.
Marla,
Because I'm busy here, Dad. Say something.
he wants you to carry. He wants you to carry on a conversation with them.
Okay. That was your seconds up. Because I just had to reply to a message.
He was too
But
slow.
yeah, my family goes out to the family who lost their father, and it's just horrible. So this past week, of course, Amy had surgery in Owasso at the hospital, and hopefully I'd like to think that you're healing.
I think I am because it's itching.
Itching like hell. Yeah, that's a sign of healing. So let's hope, huh? And this is the final Sunday video update of 2022. There were some things I wanted to say about that. First of all, I can't speak for these two, or maybe I could, depending on what I'm going to say. I want to thank all of you for being loyal, for coming back every week, although there have been some weeks that I missed, either because I was on vacation or because I was spending time with one of my parents, or if I just didn't feel like coming here on a Sunday. I just wanted to take a week off. Yeah, or busy doing something for Amy, or whatever the case was. I appreciate your loyalty. I appreciate y'all coming back here every Sunday. And I'm not going to be here next week, of course, because it's Christmas, and I'm going to take Christmas time off because I just won't have the time. I don't even know what we're doing for Christmas. Sitting home, huh? Because Jay and my brother Wayne didn't have anything prepared for Christmas. I might buy some food, have a little gathering here. I have not decided yet. It's something we'll probably have to discuss, maybe having a little family thing here. Break out the hot dog. But it is the final Sunday video update of the year, and I just wanted to say thank you all so very much for being loyal and for coming back and listening to me every week. And 2022 was a hell of a year for all of us. Lots of loss, tremendous loss, and it's been rough in that regard. But I managed to make it through. And I think, what the hell is that?
It was supposed to mute it. Sorry.
It's been a hell of a year. Tremendous loss. We are still grieving in some ways. We're still mourning. Yeah, without Grandpa and without a lot of our loved ones. We've lost so many friends, so many family members, aunts, uncles. My grandpa's gone. This is going to be the first Christmas without our loved ones, and it's without a doubt going to be a very fucking hard holiday this year. But we get through it. We, you know, and I have a philosophy about life, and Dad really likes what I said about life. You know, whenever someone asks me, they say, well, how you doing today, Jared? I said, well, considering that both of my boots are above ground, I'm a happy fucking guy. Yeah, I'm satisfied. Both of my feet are above ground for a little while longer. Another day, I'm satisfied. I'm a happy fucking guy. So, and dad really likes it. I think it's just a philosophy that I live by. I wake up every day, I look at my battle scars, and yep, still here, still here for another day. And so I think what we all have to remember, not just at Christmas time, but every day of our lives, is that we should take every day and live it as if tomorrow doesn't come. Because like my friends who had unexpectedly lost their father yesterday, you just never know. You cannot predict things like this. You can never be too prepared for that. And you have to take every single day that you wake up in the morning and you think, oh yeah, the sun's shining, the birds chirping. Even if the sun isn't shining, still be thankful, still be glad that you wake up today, tomorrow, the next day. All we have is today.
Like Grandpa said, what are we living on?
Borrowed time.
Exactly.
We are all on borrowed time.
We're on borrowed air.
Borrowed time, he said, not borrowed air. He said borrowed time. And it's true. We're all living on borrowed time. But without a doubt, it's hard. We grieve, and we're still in mourning over a lot of people. And but we get through it, man. We just keep on trucking because we only got this one life. And I don't want to spend the rest of my life mourning and crying over things I couldn't change, let alone will never be able to change. And I know that, you know, Dad and I, we have these discussions too. We always say, you know, I know I'm not going to live forever, which is true. We're not going to fucking live forever. And I don't want to live forever. But while I'm here, I'm going to make this life the best that I can. I want to have lots of wonderful memories with loved ones. Yeah, I want to make memories with people that I love and care about, who genuinely love and care about me back. I want to share laughter. I want to have great food. I listen to awesome music. I want to have those experiences because life is for the living. I'll worry about the other stuff later. I have to get busy living. You know, people ask me all the time if I'm afraid of death. And once upon a time, I used to be. It used to terrify me when I was a teenager. Because the doctor, or at least I've always been told, or at least I've heard, that because of all the treatment I had from cancer, that I wouldn't live to be a teenager. Now I'm going to be 40 years old here in a few years. So while I do have the utmost respect for my doctors and for the people who were essential, they were a necessity to my survivorship, they're not always right. As much respect and love and admiration as I have for them, they're not always correct, because I'm going to be 40 in a few years. And again, I want to have as many positive experiences in this life that I can take. I don't want to miss a single opportunity. I was telling Dad, and we kind of talked about this last week, that I'm going to be traveling next year. Don't say where, because you made that mistake last week. or at least he thought he did. I don't disclose where I'm going or where I'm traveling to, but I am going to be traveling out of Michigan, and it's going to require getting on a plane again. That's going to be next year.
Not no electric train or plane either.
No, not an electric powered plane, a gas powered, a jet fueled, you know. But I'm going to be traveling next year. I want to meet some people, and the people that they're really excited to meet me. They want to meet Jer Bear, and we're going to have a pizza party when I get there. If I got to be the one to buy the pizza, I will. I want to have lasting memories. There's a lot of people out there who don't like me, and I don't care. They don't have to like me. And there's a lot of people who can say all kinds of horrible negative shit about me, which I don't care either. That's not going to stop me from living. And guess what? It hasn't stopped me from living. I'm still connecting with friends, maintaining friendships, talking and communicating with people from all walks of life. You did not go Jer Bear down. You can't. You don't have that power. I am still living my life. Tomorrow, I may not be here. Within an hour or two, I may not be here. I don't know. None of us may not be here in the next hour.
Next 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, we never know. So while we're here now, and while you're here watching this, which I'm always grateful and thankful that you're here and you join me and listen to me talk for an hour.
So people need to
We need to live for now.
think about it.
We need to live for today. There's nothing to think about. The time is now. Express your love. You want to do something, get out and do it. You want to make that big purchase. You know, you want to buy something that you've always wanted and you've got the money to do it. Fucking do it. Do it. You know, matter of fact, I was just at Guitar Center in Saginaw because I am building a DJ lighting setup. I'm thinking about going into the DJing business, and I'd like to get some light fixtures, and I want to have a DMX light setup. And it's a very, it's not simplistic as you might think it is. If you're not familiar with DMX lighting, basically what it is I can control a light show while music is playing, or I can just control it without the music playing. I want to build a DMX light display. I got to buy all my light fixtures and such, which I have one on the way, by the way. Should be here by Wednesday at the latest. UPS, I think, or FedEx might be delivering that, so we'll have to keep an eye out. I've always wanted a DMX lighting system because of the fact that when, say, for example, we go to the Dow Event Center at the Shrine Circus, WWE Wrestling, which was just last week, even concerts. I don't think I've ever been to a single concert at the Dow Event Center, but if you ever notice the lighting, like the light shows and all that stuff, that's all DMX lighting. That's all controlled by a DMX controller. And I think it goes back to a laptop computer where they can control it from the computer. And that's what I want to do. I want to have a DMX lighting system. And if I get into the DJ business, I'll be able to set up shows, like light shows. And that's what I want to do. What's that?
I found a karaoke setup, the whole thing.
Yeah.
$350.
Where at?
Everything, Midland.
In Midland.
I thought about calling them,
Yeah.
but that's got the monitor.
We should go look at it.
Monitor, they got the
You should call it.
equipment with it.
You should call it.
Yeah.
And ask them if they still have it. I wouldn't mind taking a trip
To
look at it just to check it out.
Karaoke system, the whole thing, maybe $350. Man, I'd love to buy something like that. That would help you out.
And actually the thing is, it would pay for itself if you had enough gigs.
And if we could get a gig up like 40 or
Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be something we could look into. Maybe possibly take a run to Midland. And
Go on Craigslist to find it.
yeah.
It's on there.
Yeah.
$50 for a setup, and it works good.
But I'm getting off the rails here a little bit. I guess the point I'm trying to make is, the time is now. You got to live for now. Live for today.
Like it ain't gonna happen tomorrow. Do what you want to do.
Yeah. Love the hell out of people.
Don't get in trouble.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying, but love the hell out of people, embrace the people you have in your life, enjoy their company, enjoy their space, love them, embrace them, everything about them, laugh with them, cry with them, talk with them. Just do things with people because all we have is now. All we have is today.
And do for people. Do nice things for people.
You know?
Don't do it back.
Well, that's another thing.
Yeah.
But in the now and the present, just enjoy each other's company because our time on this earth is very limited. Now, you can't predict when things like this are going to happen. My friend sure as hell didn't see this coming. They lost their dad yesterday. They didn't see this coming. And now Christmas is next Sunday. And now they're going to have to deal with that added stress. And it's terrible. It is fucking awful. It's gut wrenching. Although the person who passed away, although he didn't want to talk to me anymore, he didn't want to see me, he wanted nothing to do with me, that does not stop me from feeling a humanly feeling towards the family. I'm sorry for their loss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that he died.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart because now they have a Christmas without their dad. And it breaks my fucking heart knowing that they don't have their dad anymore. It's terrible. You have to take each moment you're given. I am grateful that my dad is still here. I love the fact that he and Amy, when she wants to, not holding a knife to your throat or twisting your elbow, the bad elbow. I enjoy it when they're here on my Sunday videos because when I run out of things to say, or if I say something wrong, if I incorrectly say something, which I've done many times throughout the course of all the years I've done Sunday videos, these two here back me up. So I am always grateful for them to be in my videos. And they're not just my videos. And I've said this any number of times. These are not just my videos. These are our videos. And the people who watch my videos, they are your videos too. Although you're not physically here in my house, they are your videos too. Or for whatever, whether they enjoy them or not, they are your videos. And even to the people who fucking despise me, you keep coming back for a reason. I'm not telling you to come back. There's nothing forcing you to come back. You're making that conscious decision and choice to keep coming back. And I know you're hiding in the wings. You're watching this from a hidden location. Oh, let's see what Jared has to say so we can use it against him later. Well, fuck you. This is my channel. These are my videos. And, you know, you didn't stop me. You didn't win because I'm still going. I'm still doing my thing. I'm living the best life that I possibly can. I don't care if you don't like me. I'm not trying to be liked. I'm not trying to be Mr. Popularity like everybody else is. Most know me as a childhood cancer survivor. They know me as Jer Bear. Most people look at me in a bad light because they let for other people to dictate how they think and feel about me. And in turn, what happens is their initial feeling about me gets shoehorned by what other people are saying. So that way, oh, well, my feelings about Jared were correct. Well, again, fuck you. You're wrong. You can fuck off into purple oblivion. Because once you get to know who I am, apart from all the name calling and all the put downs and all that other shit, once you get to know who I am as an individual, you're going to realize that you have made a colossal mistake by listening to other people. It's not that. It's not about biting off more than you can chew. It's people who they listen to what other people say about me without actually thinking for themselves. Because a bunch of people said it, it must be true. Well, you must be a fucking idiot. And I say that with my Santa hat on. Even in these holly jolly times, fuck you. I'm good to everybody until I'm given a reason to not be good, or to be nice rather. But you keep coming back, and I will be here next year too. 2023. I don't like to make New Year's resolutions because nothing ever goes as planned. And we've discovered this in our lives that nothing ever goes as planned like we want to. And so we just take it one day at a time.
They don't make plans.
Yeah, we don't make plans at all.
Prepare the moment.
So,
If not,
and I want to also say that if you watching out there have a problem with me, well, maybe you should, I don't know, reevaluate your life and find out why you have a problem with me, because I'm living my best life. I'm sorry that you're not, and I'm sorry that you waste so much of your time focusing on me and my life. Maybe perhaps you should get a life of your own and stay out of mine. Sounds like a fair enough assessment. But no, most people do. You know me as being a childhood cancer survivor. Yes, I am. I have always had the best of everyone's intentions at heart. I speak from personal experience. I speak on factual levels. I don't like to lapse into this groupthink, or because all these people think this way or say this way that I have to follow that particular order. No, I don't. And neither do you. And surprisingly enough, I have actually influenced people, not in a bad way, but in a positive way, to think for themselves. Just because all these other people say this does not mean you have to follow that. I don't care if you're whoever, Tom Mitchell, Milk Tyson, anybody. You don't have to follow, oh, well, I'm with this camper, I'm with that camper, I have to think this way, say this and say that. No, you fucking don't. Be your own person. Own it. Be yourself. Now, I'm viewed as a threat because I don't follow that. I'm against all this organized way of thinking. I think on my own terms, in my own way, and I do my own thing in my own way. And that scares people because, oh, Jared is an outsider. No. I'm not an outsider. I'm a part of this demographic, whether you want to acknowledge that or not. I am a survivor, 33 years. Next March is going to be 34 years as a childhood cancer survivor. I never one time stopped thinking about my brothers and sisters who are both survivors. I never stopped thinking about the fighters. And I certainly have never stopped thinking about the fallen. Even your daughter, Tom Mitchell, even your daughter. She was a sister, a warrior sister through and through. You can hate me today, which is fine. But at the end of the day, just know that in the beginning, when we first started talking, I did compliment you. And I told you that you were doing a great job by keeping your daughter's memory and spirit alive. And I still, Tom, despite all the bullshit that you and I have been throwing at each other this past year, despite all of that, I think what you're doing is great in terms of keeping your daughter's memory alive. I'm never going to fault that. She was a human being. We had went through similar things. And I'm sorry that you went through what you went through. But we got to keep it real. We got to keep shit real. I see through all the bullshit that goes on, what you guys are up to there in Washington and this Keirfest crap and whatever. I see through that shit. There's a popularity contest going on and I'm not a part of it. I spent the past year calling a lot of you people out because, I don't know. You think that no one's going to catch on to that? You think, well, this is how the advocacy side of things is, and that's how everybody has to do it. No, they fucking don't. And I'm one of them who won't. I don't want beef with anybody, but because I deviated from everyone else's way of thinking, you've adopted this series of thoughts and ideas. You can't think on your own, which is why I'm against this two feathers bullshit. It's why I'm against fighting all monsters. It's why I'm against everything that is, you have to be a member of X, Y, and Z camp or group. You all got to think the same way. You got to dress the same way. What are you, puppets? You can't think for yourselves? That's the issue I have. And, there's a lot of dishonesty and a lot of chicanery going on with advocacy, and people are being swindled and cheated. the childhood cancer demographic is an absolute fucking shit show because of that reason. I'm not saying the demographic itself. I'm talking about the advocacy side of that. Y'all call yourselves advocates and activists. Yeah, I've played that game. I've jumped into the word lingo. I don't know for how many years, and I see through it. You know, like with X-rays, the X-rays that I used to get as a kid, I've developed that vision. I can see through y'all bullshit. So, but I think I've said more than I really initially wanted to say. I genuinely give a fuck about people. You can listen to all the daily rants and think to yourself, well, gee, it doesn't really sound like you give a fuck about a lot of people. I actually do, but I want for people to realize that they're making mistakes based on words instead of evidence. You are willing to die on a hill of lies. And this is still an ongoing problem. I just don't talk about it as much. I'm not as vocal about it. But maybe, hopefully, with any hope or any chance of 2023 being a better year for all of us, maybe those of you who have such a beef with me, maybe 2023 will be the year where we actually have a one-on-one discussion, where we can actually talk. And I can ask you, why would you think this? Why would you say that? And I'm sure many people have questions for me too. And I'd be more than happy to answer them. But somebody's got to make the first move. And, you know, I'm not a part of that anymore. So y'all are going to have to come to me. Because I'm done with the advocacy stuff. I'm done playing games with people who want to say I'm this and that and accuse me of this and of that and the other. I'm done with it all. I'm living my life. I'm living a life that doesn't involve childhood cancer. Although I do have lots of friends that I've met through that, the common denominator being childhood cancer survivorship or being a warrior, or whatever. We do have that. And I'm still planning on traveling next year and meeting with friends and having pizza parties and such. But I am no more going to, posit this idea that awareness leads to funding, funding leads to cures, cures leads to research bullshit or whatever, because that's not the way it works. You know that as well as I do. And for years, I've been saying this without actually thinking about it. Now that I think about it and I say, wait a minute, we all say this, but is it actually true? Is there actual data or evidence that supports this claim that, awareness leads to cures? We don't know that. There's no evidence for it. That's what I'm talking about. You need to start thinking about what the fuck it is you're saying before you say it. You don't have to adopt a set of ideas, more than 4. Okay, big deal. Who cares? Oh, a gold ribbon. Yes, because a gold ribbon, posting a gold ribbon is really going to make a difference. I'm sorry, but it's not. A lot of you people need to just wake up and smell the fucking roses and realize that reality doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. And these people who say that I'm against, cures and all that, I'm anti-cure. I'm not anti-cure. I'm anti-bullshit. That's what I walked away from. And I'm still able to maintain my friendships. The mailman, it's Sunday. I'm still able to maintain my friendships apart from all that crap. But I'm just sitting here talking, you guys, and you're over there being so quiet, and I want you to jump in, because I'm running out of things to talk about. And
Yeah, you are.
I'm just listening to you, and if I think there's something, then I'll say it.
I just want there to be peace for everybody. I don't have to agree with what you agree with. I don't like to fight with people. And those people who were spreading gossip and lies about me, they're never going to be sorry. They're never going to apologize. I've arrived at that conclusion. And I'm not going to wait around for that.
Because they can't feel good about themselves.
No.
Make everybody
No.
else try to feel good. It ain't going to happen, you assholes.
It didn't work because I'm still living my life. I'm still connecting with people. I still have open invitations for me to board flights to go out and meet people. and to spend a weekend with them. And I'm looking forward to it. 2023.
Cards from your friends?
Yeah, I just received Christmas cards from the mother of a warrior who passed away. And I thought it was beautiful.
Mhm. Yeah.
You can see, the thing about me is many people have called me a clown. Well, great. I love clowns. And you know what's awesome about a clown is that when you hit them, they bounce right fucking back up again.
You know,
And that's what I did. So you can call me a clown. That's great.
what's awesome about clowns is they make people smile.
Clowns make people smile. Clowns make people laugh. We could talk about some other things about clowns that may not be so nice, but I'm not that kind of a clown. See, I don't give people nightmares. But it's
Some of you'd love to, but
yeah, at least I don't think I do. And if I do, sorry about your fucking luck. But I want for everybody to just, at some point, even as an adult, and this is the thing that really kind of gets me too, is that the people who have read the shit on Facebook about me, they've listened to the gossip. And I think I may have mentioned this a time or two in a daily rant in the past. I would suspect that at some point you would be adult enough to understand, or to at least think about what it is you're reading or what it is you're hearing before you make rash decisions. I would like to think that you would at least think about what you're being told. Like, well, all these people are saying this, but Jared is still out and about living his life. If he's doing something that is against the law or criminal in any way, why hasn't anyone taken action? Yeah, think about that. Is it true? No one seems to want to ask the hard questions. Like, well, you're telling me this about Jared, but is it actually true? Now, a lot of people have, and I don't want to take that away from them. Most people have. These people, these problematic types, will come to my friends or the people I'm connected with, and they say, "Hey, that Jared Fuller, you got to really watch him, keep an eye on him." And they always say, "Well, really?" Because I haven't had any bad instance with Jared. I've never had a bad experience with him. Well, other people have. Well, that's very subjective. Other people can have whatever opinions or thoughts they want, but I personally have never had a bad experience with Jared ever. And the truth be told, nobody has, up until I started doing daily rant recordings where I started putting people on blast. And that's probably the only time that there's ever been a bad experience, is when I went full force on people in daily rant recordings. No more than they say about me, which isn't true, but I guess that would count as me stooping to their level. No, I really don't give a fuck. Life's too short to give a fuck. I'm bankrupt on fucks to give. I am living my best life, or at least trying to. And despite the fact that, yeah, there are some instances in our lives that gets us down. I know, Amy, you're having a hard time with the holidays coming up. Dad's having a hard time. I'm having a hard time.
we're all in the pretty much the same boat.
We are.
Here it is. It's been not even a year yet, and we've all lost parents.
Yeah.
You've lost
Grandpa.
and I lost
Yeah.
my mom, and Dad lost his dad.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's hard.
All
It's
in the same year.
yeah, it's really hard.
what the thing is, my dad, your mom, and people wouldn't want us to feel down about anything, which was hard to do, but they wouldn't want us to do that.
Right.
They want us to get on with your lives.
Yep.
Live every day you can.
Yep.
You never know.
Life goes on.
And we're on borrowed time.
In my situation, though, I was pretty much ripped away from spending the last few years
Yeah.
with my mom
Yeah.
Right.
because people in my family decided, oh, we're not having Christmas. We're
Oh,
not
wait a
having
minute.
Thanksgiving.
But wait a minute. We know who did that.
Ain't gotta mention
Well,
names.
Well, we don't have to mention names. And I also want to, and something else through all that ranting and rambling I did, there was something else I wanted to kind of bring up too, is that those people who once believed something horrible about me and then they changed their minds, they apologized to me. Thank you. Thank you for opening your eyes. thank you for realizing that you've been lied to. And I'm glad to have you back in my life. I'm not someone who would ever deliberately hurt somebody.
No, no.
That is just not who I am. There's not a single harmful bone in my body. I might talk a lot of shit, but that's you know, just like the daily rants when I go off and talk about people and except for Milk Tyson, fuck him. Yeah, he's riding on the backs of sick and dying kids to line his pockets, so fuck him. And if you support fam, fuck you too. But anyway, most of the people when I go off in daily rant recordings, most of it is through pain. Because I would have expected better from the people who want to believe something horrific. I would have expected better from them. They're grown adults. You know, we're not teenagers anymore. We're fucking grown. I'm sorry that you want to live in an everlasting childhood where you want to hold on to your adolescence so desperately and mimic the younger generations by saying, well, I don't owe you an explanation. Well, guess what? You know, the only time you don't owe me an explanation is if you have religious beliefs or you don't. If you're a member of the LGBTQIA plus community, I don't need an explanation for that. It's your life. That's when I don't owe you an explanation would be the most applicable. Not when I'm trying to have a one-on-one adult conversation with someone to find out, why do you believe the things you did when it comes to me? Why will you listen to gossip and rumors? Well, I don't owe you an explanation. The fuck if you don't, because it doesn't affect you. It also affects me. This is a friendship that we were supposed to have maintained, and you let someone else dictate that. And I want to know why the fuck you would do that. I'm dropping a lot of F-bombs this week. It is the final Sunday video update of the year. I'm going out with a bang. Fuck it. I want to know why people believe things for no good fucking reason. I've been wanting to know this for years now, for ages. I never get a straight answer. It's always, well, I don't owe you an explanation. You are a fucking pathetic moron who will believe everything you're told. You're dying to say something over there.
My arm hurts.
Oh, I thought you were going to speak up and
Your elbow again.
I didn't help either with his dog jumping all over it.
yeah.
You just have to see it.
But
understand that.
I am not someone who believes everything I'm told. And you people are going to understand that sooner or later.
I'd have to look for myself. They said the sky was falling. I'd have to walk out my door and look up.
There you go.
Fuck, it ain't falling.
I'm not someone who believes gossip. I don't foster gossip and lies and drama.
And the ground is not, or the earth is not fucking flat.
No, the earth is not flat, by the way.
Dumb people.
Just to briefly reiterate that. The earth is actually a sphere. It's round as fuck.
It's a round circle.
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not a circle. It's not a circle. It's a sphere. It's a sphere. It's an oblate spheroid. But we have evidence to show that, by the way. And I don't just believe that because it's in a science book. There's actual ways of demonstrating that the Earth is an oblate spheroid. Lots of ways.
And if that's the case, if the earth is
The
flat,
fact that it's actually, what time is it?
this is what I'm
I
going
got
to do, Jared.
3:44, Jared.
The fact that it's 3:45 here and it's 12 o'clock somewhere else should fucking tell you that the Earth is a sphere. Time zones. Hello.
If the earth is flat, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to go at the end of the earth. I'm going to put a diving board on the end of that motherfucker and jump off. Jump off.
You know, I might just take my cat. I might take my cats with me because they like knocking shit off the edges. You know, I might take my cats with me so they can knock shit off the edges of the earth while we're at it. Because, you know, according to some flat earthers out there watching this, sorry to burst your fucking bubble, but the earth is round. It's not flat. When you're, and I've had this conversation with my cousin. Because he thinks the earth is flat. And I had to educate him. The curvature of the earth is fucking huge. Well, why are we talking about the earth anyway?
Dad just got
yeah,
on that
because dad
subject.
got on the subject. But anyway, the curvature of the Earth is fucking huge. You know, the circumference of planet Earth is 8,000 miles wide. 8,000 miles. When you're only feet tall off the ground, it's going to appear as a flat surface because you're only so many feet above the fucking ground. If you go into outer space in a rocket and you look back on the Earth, you're going to see the curvature of the fucking planet. It's been done. There are, he's got me going off on a fucking tangent here now. There are satellites that orbit the Earth and they take high resolution pictures of the planet. The curvature is there, motherfuckers. It's not flat. Thank you, Dad, for getting me going on that. But because we're talking about evidence and not just believing what we're told. And that was the point of that. But then Dad had me going off the rails on the Earth being flat. And it's like, oh, fuck, this again. But
we can get up on the subject of people telling people what to do when
yeah. No one tells me what to
when
do.
they're in a predicament like I am.
Yeah. No one tells me what to do.
I'm told to make coffee.
Yeah. No one tells me what to do.
I didn't hear it from you or Dad, so.
But anyway, we got to stop believing everything we're told. And I see this a lot on Facebook too. Kirstie Alley passed away a couple weeks ago. And one of my friends had posted that she was a pedophile. And it's like, why would you write that? Why, which by the way, no disrespect to Kirstie Alley's family, but it's like, why would you write something like that? Is it because of something you were told? Because you read a clickbait article somewhere? She was not a pedophile.
Right on, look who's talking.
She was on Cheers. She was Rebecca on Cheers. She was not a pedophile. It's like, give me a break.
That kind of shit will get you in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not saying she was a pedophile. I'm saying I read this on Facebook. Someone else had said that, made that claim. And it's like, how fucking dare you? She's dead. How disrespectful can you be? She's not a pedophile. She was not a pedophile at all. But this social media doesn't help when it comes to believing things for no good reason. Well, the computer by itself is not the problem. Yes, social media is. The computer itself is not the problem. The phone itself is not the problem, but the phone takes a lot of shit because people use it as a weapon to attack. The gun is not the problem. It's the person behind the fucking trigger. And it's the same mentality. How are you going to blame the phone?
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Yes, exactly. So how are you going to blame the phone? The phone is neutral. Bill Maher does this shit. He says that the phone is inherently, no, it's not. It's actually not. People use the phone, the smartphones, to attack. They use it in horrific ways. The phone itself is neutral. The computer is neutral. How people use these devices, that's subjective. And then they use it to objectively harm people. And I've been the target of a lot of the, I wouldn't call it harm, but I would call it harassment and lies and rumors. I hope 2020, and I know I'm just, I say that I hope 2023 is a better year, but you know what? We've been saying that for years before that. And it's like, I got to stop myself. I got to catch myself because I don't want to make any, I don't want to get my hopes up. Oh, I hope next year is going to be better than whatever happens, happens.
You never know.
Yeah, that's it. You never know. That's not just you, Dad. That's all of us.
I'd love to have a settlement.
But hey, check it out. Let's say you do hit the Mega Millions and you die. That money won't mean shit.
No, your kids can't.
The money,
It's not inheritable.
and when you're dead, that money will be valueless to you. It won't mean anything. Because if you win it and you die, what good is it?
Yeah, it goes right back to the state.
And another thing too, Jared, is you hear a lot of people winning that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe even not even a year later, they're dead
yeah.
because of drugs, or somebody kills them, or whatever, or they go bankrupt. How the fuck
Yeah.
can you go bankrupt for that much money? Come on. Jeez.
People get stupid with it and they piss it away like it's growing on trees. We are down to the last 10 minutes of the final Sunday video update of 2022. I will be back on the 1st of January, I think, right? Isn't
1st of January is
let me see. Let me see here. Shit. Yep, January 1st is on a Sunday.
Yep.
So I'll be back on the 1st of January of 2023. But again, in closing, I just wanted to thank you guys for well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, that will be New Year's.
Yeah, it'll be New Year. It'll be 2023. I just wanted to use the final moments to once again thank you for being subscribed to my channel, for coming back every Sunday to listen to my thoughts and to allow me to provide updates on how things are going in my life. And you guys have been great. There have been some hecklers in my chat logs, and I dispose of them immediately, which is also fun, and it's amusing, because if people are going to come in here and taunt me in my own chat log, they get booted the fuck out without hesitation. And then they run back to their shepherd and say, oh, see, I told you this Jared Fuller, he's such a meanie, he's a jerk, he's a this, he's a that. I'm not going to tolerate being disrespected.
Who's gonna get the last laugh? You.
Yeah, I always get the last laugh. So, as I always say, the chat logs are open. You can come in if you're going to behave yourself and not be a dick. I welcome everybody. That's not a problem. And I'm going to leave the chat logs open for next year's Sunday video updates. But it's been a hell of a year. A lot has happened. A lot is still happening. And I hope that the following years will be better, which we can't make any, confirmation on, okay, is it going to be better next year? Well, we don't know. One can only hope. But this has been a rough year for all of us. My family has felt great impacts of loss. We're still in mourning. I think of my grandpa every fucking day. I miss him like crazy. I know Dad misses him like crazy. And this is going to be the first holiday without him. And it's going to be hard. But we got each other to lean on. And I hope that if you are having a rough year, if you're in the same boat we are, I hope that you have someone that you can lean on for support to carry you through the difficult times. Just like Dad and I, we bounce off each other. I hope you guys find someone to bounce off. You can bounce back and forth off each other, keep each other going. It's hard, and I don't like to play on this like it's, well, this is a go-to to get people to feel sorry for me. No, this is something that human beings feel. The holidays are always a stressful time. I don't care who the fuck you are. The holidays are stressful as fuck for everybody.
It's hard, but when somebody talks to you, Jared, and they'll say, well, you got memories of your loved ones. Just think of something that they did that was great, and you laughed.
Yeah.
You're going to think about it, and then you're going to laugh. Think,
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
I have lots of memories. I can think of a lot of different things, but sometimes the memories aren't enough.
No.
It's not the same as still having people here physically. It's hard. You wake up every day and I'm grateful to be here. I'm not denying that or taking it for granted, but it's just another day that this person is gone.
Jared, can I say something?
Sure.
On behalf of the Christian aspect?
Sure.
Okay. myself, when it comes to the holidays,
Yeah.
I will tell myself in my mind that I want my angels to sit on my shoulders at this time. And I feel like there's that presence on my shoulders that helps me and guides me through the holiday.
Yeah.
It's about all I can do.
You know, and I want to make it known too, because she brought up the religious aspect. I just want to say, or to reiterate, I guess, that first of all, we live in a house divided when it comes to religion. Amy's a Christian, I'm an atheist, and I guess Dad's an atheist. We never butt heads at any given time in this house. She has her beliefs. I have my lack of belief.
I want to listen to my Christian music. I go
Yeah.
to a separate room.
That's one thing, you know, that we have our differing beliefs. And I just also want to say that this goes for anybody. Because I'm an atheist, it doesn't mean that I don't love my friends differently because they are Christians. I have lots of Christian friends. I have atheist friends. Hell, one of my friends, a guy I've known for 25 years, is actually a Satanist. And I just found this out recently. I'm not a Satanist. I'm an atheist in regard to all gods. I don't believe that any God exists. I don't believe that there's a devil. Because how can you know, the stories in the Bible are such that you got to have a good and a bad guy. And it's no different than a Marvel comic.
That is true. Because us Christians will say that the devil is, while you're on earth,
Yeah.
the devil is tempting you to do bad.
And
where God is tempting you to do good.
But here's my thing. If God's all powerful, couldn't he outpower the devil?
You would think so, Jared.
I mean,
In the book,
that's
no.
yeah, in the book. Yeah, that's the thing.
But some people believe that God's son was
He sacrificed himself to himself.
and he's a devil.
No. The devil was an angel who turned against God.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Religion, and in my view, religion is batshittery. It's stupid.
And they write the Bible so many times that it's pathetic.
So when they rewrite the Bible, I'm just kind of curious when the theologians are going to come up with a thing that says, "Thou shalt not own people as property," because slavery is condoned in the Bible. When is God going to come up with a new commandment that says, "Thou shalt not own people as property"? That hasn't happened yet. Why? See, and we're not arguing. We're just having a conversation about religion. I just think if God's all powerful, almighty, all knowing, then he should have been able to do away with the devil years ago.
Yeah.
You would think, because like I said, it reminds me of a Marvel comic. You got your good guy and you got your villain.
Well, see, I got things that I do believe in, but like reincarnation, I don't believe in that.
No. I think that when I'm dead, which I'll have no awareness of it when I die. When I'm dead, I'm fucking dead. I was dead for billions of years, and I love this philosophy by Mark Twain. Probably one of my favorite quotes ever. I was dead for billions of years prior to my birth, and it never bothered me. Never bothered me for a second. And when I die, I just won't exist. I'll go right back to the way it was. Yeah. So we're down to the final minute, according to Dad. And thus endeth the religious lesson in the final Sunday video update of the year. Dad, any final words?
Yeah, you guys try to have a better year. Hope everything goes well. Love one another. Take care of each other. See you next year.
Amy?
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Everyone enjoy their holidays. Be safe.
And I think, yeah, we are down to the final minute. I just want to say, much love to everybody. I know I come off as a dick a lot of the time on my channel, but I want you to know that deep down, I truly love and care about everybody. And I want for everybody to thrive. I want for everybody to succeed. I don't like people who cheat and swindle. I'm not a fan of that. But I am a fan of humanity. I want for people to get along and carry on and help each other when necessary and when needed. And just hope for better days. That's all we can do. It is officially 4:00 on this final Sunday video update of 2022. My name is Jared Fuller, also known as Jer Bear, and will be until the day I fucking die. I appreciate y'all being here with me for another year of endless Sunday video updates, seemingly endless. And 2023, I'll see you in 2 weeks for the first Sunday video update of 2023. Have a wonderful Christmas. Have a safe and happy New Year's. I know people like to drink. They like to go out and raise hell for the new year.
Drink and smoke.
All I hope for is that you will be responsible in your endeavors of entertainment and having fun. And 2023, here it comes. So much love. Peace out, guys. I'm going to steal a page from Amy's book. Peace out. We love you. Have a great Christmas, a happy New Year, and I'll see you in 2023. Take care. Goodbye. Well, it's not goodbye. It's so long. 2023, here we come.